What do you do when you hear, I need to think it over?
Well, look, we've all heard that 1,000 times, right? The thing is, I don't think any of us really know what it means. You know, we've been having meetings with this client for weeks, months. We've provided a proposal of solutions to the problems that they've said, and they want to think over. What do they want to think over? If we walk out of that room, it might be that we've got really good instincts and we've booked a further meeting to hear, the conclusion of that thinking it over. But how many times do those people actually show? And if they do, how many times do we then hear, yeah, we just need a couple more weeks? And we come away and we then tell our boss, yeah, they're thinking about it. They're going through their due diligence or whatever. But we don't really know what it is they're thinking. What are they thinking about? So we have a duty at that point, not only for ourselves, but actually for our prospect, our client, because if we walk out of that call or that room at that moment, we're into begging and bothering mode. Yeah, we're not sure what's happening. We're in a point of mystification, and we don't know what's going on now. And so we're going to be asking questions like, have you made a decision? Do you want me to send the contract? What do you want to happen next? And frankly, there might be something deep and kind of a big issue underneath that we've not managed to uncover. So I think we've got to call it in that moment. We've got to say something along the lines of, look, forgive me, client, Mr. Client, but sometimes when people say that they need to think it over, it's because of one of two things. Either they have come to a conclusion, they've come to a conclusion that we're not the right fit, but maybe they like me and they're trying to protect my feelings and they don't feel comfortable telling me no. The other reason sometimes is that there is something holding them back from making a decision. There's something that I've missed, something that I've misunderstood during the process that means, they're only a 7 out of 10. They're not a 9 or 10 out of 10 to the solution. Forgive me, you wouldn't feel comfortable telling me which of those two things is the case here, would you? And then you might get some honesty. They might go, well, actually, yes, Paul, I think it is going to be a no. And you can do something with a no. You can learn. Okay, you wouldn't feel comfortable telling me a little bit about what's caused that. Something that we've missed. Maybe tell me a little bit more about how you've come to that conclusion. We can deal with that. Or they might say, yeah, actually, this doesn't do X, Y, and Z. And that might be the first time that X, Y, and Z's ever come up, and we can apologise for not having asked good enough questions to understand what it was that they really needed solving. And we go back to the discovery phase, and that's fine. And then we can solve that. But yeah, don't call it, don't leave it, don't be in a situation of mutual mystification. Make sure that you really understand at that moment what that really means.